Okay, so this is a fairly invigorating, quick Vinyasa Flow to improve your sense of energy and vitality, and to help aid your concentration and to give you a little boost of mood. So if you're ready, please come to your mat and take a few deep breaths, sitting in a kneeling position. Taking the chest back, but relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the neck. If you like, close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, being aware of the energy that is filling your lungs, that is the powerhouse of vitality in your body. And with each movement of this practice, just be aware that breathing will bring in that energy into your core. And one more deep breath in, inhale, filling up the lungs, and exhaling completely, relaxing and letting everything go. So gently opening your eyes and bringing yourself into a readiness for the practice ahead of us. So to begin with, we're going to start sitting on our heels. If this is uncomfortable, you can sit cross-legged or you can sit on a block. I'm just going to stretch up the arms. Inhale, taking the arms up, following it with the gaze. Deep inhale, and then as we exhale, we begin to turn slowly. Inhale, lengthening the spine, and exhale, slowly twisting. Inhale, bring the hands back to the center, stretching up the spine. So exhale, we take the right hand down onto the left knee, start to turn. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, twisting into that twist. Bring yourself back to center, placing your hands on your knee, just stretching the spine and then rounding the spine. In fact, do that another couple of times. Exhaling, rounding the spine. Then we're going to shift onto all fours in a cat and cow and do the same thing again. So you want the knees hip width apart, hands beneath the shoulders. You can keep your feet flat or you can tuck your feet under for support. Maybe you just want to give a little bit of a wiggle, just slowly waking up the spine there. And with a neutral back, you want to inhale, dip the back, look up and stretch up. Exhale, pulling the belly button towards the spine, rounding the back and rounding the shoulders. So repeating again, inhale, look up, stretch up. And exhale, rounding the spine. One more time, inhale, look up, stretch up. And exhaling, rounding the spine. Then just take your leg to the side, just gently. Again, looking up, stretching up this time, tilt forwards. And as you exhale, tilt back, stretching out the hamstrings, stretching out the inner thighs, on the shoulders, on the back. Inhale, forwards, and exhale back around the spine. Inhale, coming forward, lengthening. And exhale, retreating and lowering, rounding that spine. Come back to neutral. I'm going to walk the hands round to one side, place them on the inside of the right foot, and gently try to bring your elbows down to the ground, trying to sink down as much as is comfortable, stretching out that hamstring. Take a deep breath. Inhale, gently coming up, walking around to the other side. Walk your hands all the way around to the other side and then start to tilt the weight and lift this leg into the air. Take your hands up to the sky, or you can shoot it overhead, lengthening, long stretch. Then bend the knees, start to reach back and reach for the foot. Inhale, puff up the chest, round the back, and hold it here for a little gentle stretch of the back. And then when you're ready, take the foot back out, stretch, long stretch. And bring the foot down, start to shift the weight. And come over and stretch the other side. Exhaling, lengthening that stretch. And come back up to centre. Drop your hands down. Take in your foot. Just gently find tabletop position. Now we're going to take the left leg out to the side. Again, we're going to lengthen, inhale. We're going to exhale, bringing down the feet, down the back. Inhale, stretching forward and lengthening. Exhale, stretching and rounding back, dropping the buttocks to the floor. And one more inhale, lengthen, look up. And exhale, come back down, drop the head to the floor. Then we're going to come back to neutral. Gently going to walk around towards the outstretched leg. And then we're going to try and just gently, as much as possible, bring elbow, maybe the other elbow, as far down to the ground as you can. Taking a few deep breaths here. And lengthening that twist down the side of the body. And coming back to a neutral position and walking around to the other side. Start to tilt the leg, take the weight onto the leg. You can raise the arm, or if you like, you can shoot the arm overhead and go for a really long stretch. So start to bend the leg, take it up in the air behind you and take hold of the foot. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhaling. I'm just going to hold it here for a few breaths. Finding that balance. Then let's take the leg back out, shoot the arm overhead, long stretch. Dropping the leg to the ground, slowly moving the weight, windmilling the arms. Inhale and exhale, lengthening down the side of the body. Coming back round into a neutral position. I'm going to take all hands to the floor, hands and feet to the floor, tucking the toes, slowly lifting up, coming into downward dog, but keeping the knees bent. Just gently stretch one calf and then the other, slowly waking up the legs. And then trying to straighten the legs, lifting up from the hands all the way up to the hips. Gently bringing the heels down, dropping the head. Take 5 deep breaths. 2, keep pushing up from the hands, up into the hips. 3, if you prefer, you can also bring in a little movement. Keep stretching out the calves. 4, again, bring a little rocking motion in, lifting up the hips. Keep the knees bent if you need to. And 5, sinking into that stretch. And then slowly begin to walk forward towards your hands and come to the front of your mat. Inhale, looking up, stretching up, half lift. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, begin to bring your hands up towards the sky. And exhale, bring your hands back down to Namaste. If you like, just drop your arms by your sides. Relaxing into Tadasana. Taking a few deep breaths here. So now we're going to move on into sun salutation. So inhale, raise your arms to the side. Exhale, bring your hands to Namaste. Inhale, reach up, stretch up slowly, gently arch the back. Exhale, keeping the knees bent if you need to, begin to move forward and down. Inhale, look up, take your right foot back, come into a low lunge, drop the knee to the ground, foot flat on the floor. If you need to, just come, taking the weight on your knee, finding a balance, looking ahead, slowly raise your arms and reach up and stretch up for the sky. And drop your right hand down to the ground, come into a gentle twist. And then start to shift the weight around, move your foot to the side. We're going to straighten this leg. You can come into a half plank. Then drop the knee back down, bring the hand down, come back to all fours. I'm going to push back into a downward dog. So inhale, right leg forward, look up, stretch up. Exhale, left foot forward, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to the sky. And exhale, hands down, Namaste. Inhale, look up, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward, knees bent, if you're still a little stiff. Inhale, looking up, stretching back. Take your left foot back into a low lunge. Again, you can take a little moment to find your balance. And inhale, reaching up for the sky. So then take the left hand forward, come into a twist. Taking a moment here. Just gently waking up this body. And again, start to walk your foot out to the side. Take your weight onto the left hand. Straighten the leg. Come into half side plank. And then drop the knee, dropping hand. Come back to all fours. Tuck the toes. Push back into downward dog. Deep breath here. And inhale, left foot forward, look up, stretch up. Exhale, right foot forward, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, bring your hands down in Namaste. Take a breath, drop your hands by your sides, just feel how your body feels now, slowly waking up. Slowly getting the circulation flowing. So now we're going to make it a little bit more difficult. So take your time moving with your breath. Inhale, raise your arms to the side. Exhale, take your hands to Namaste. Inhale, raise your arms, reach up, stretch up, slightly arch your back. Exhale, stretching, folding forward from the hips. Bring your hands down. Inhale, look up, stretch up, take your right foot back. Come to a low lunge. Exhale, left foot back, come to plank. Inhale, bring your knees down to the ground. Exhale, bring down your chest, and inhale, come up to upward dog. Exhale, push back into downward dog. So inhale, tuck in your knee, and then take your foot, right foot back behind you in the air. Exhale, bring it forward between your hands, bring your back foot down, and then windmilling your hands, we're going to come up into warrior two. Deep breathing, keeping the weight between your feet, dropping down into your hips. Feeling your strength in this pose. Then we're going to take the elbow, take it onto the right knee. Take the hand up in the air and shoot it overhead. Parsvakonasana. If you want to, you can stay here. If you can, you could drop your right hand down to the ground and really stretch into those fingers, gently twisting. And use the weight of this arm to come back up, bringing you back up to warrior two. Take a moment to find your strength, warrior two. And then take the hand behind you, reaching up, coming into a peaceful warrior. Take your right hand down, bring your left hand down, come back into a downward dog. And again, inhale, take your right foot forward, look up and stretch up. Exhale, left foot forward, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, bring your hands down to Namaste. Take a breath here. Then inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, fall forward from your hips. Coming down, reaching your hands to the ground. Inhale, look up, take your left foot back, come to low lunge. Press the hands, tuck the toes, come back to plank. Inhale, knees to the ground. Exhale, chest. And inhale, coming up to upward dog. Exhale, pushing back into downward dog. So take a moment to find your symmetrical dog. Then inhale, bring your knee, tuck it in, and then take it up behind you, stretch into the heel. Bend the knee, take it forward between your hands, drop the back foot, and then slowly come up into warrior two. Finding a moment, keeping the weight, 60 on the back foot, 40 on the front foot. Arms should be parallel with the shoulders. Take your gaze to your front hand, feeling your strength in this pose. Deep breathe. Then take your elbow, lean it on just above your knee. Start to rotate. Shoot your hand overhead. You can stay here, or you can take your left hand down, stretching over, reaching for the ceiling, for the wall, and looking at the ceiling. Then use the weight of this arm to bring you back up, back to warrior two. Drop the hand, come into reversed warrior. Then take your hand to the floor, come back to a plank, and push back to downward dog. Take your left foot forward, inhale, look up. Take your right foot forward, fold. Inhale all the way up to the sky. And then bring your hands to Namaste. So again, you can drop your hands, just take a breath here. I'm going to take a small step back, so I need a little bit of extra space in front of me. So when you're ready, stand at Tadasana, relaxing, bringing up through the body, but relaxing the shoulders, weight down into the hands. And then inhale, raise your arms, exhale, bring your hands to Namaste. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up, take your right foot back. Come to a low lunge. Exhale, take your left foot back, come to plank. Inhale, bring your knees down. Exhale, chest, and inhale to upward dog. Exhale, push back, tuck the toes into downward dog. This time we're going to raise the right leg, take it in the air behind us, stretch into the heel. We're going to bring it forward between the hands, dropping the back foot. Make sure our hips are square, raising the arms, bending the leg to warrior one. Bring the hands down to the heart. Start to rotate the back foot, straighten the front foot, and we're going to come into Trikonasana. Then gently bring the weight ever so slightly bent in your right leg. We're going to come into half moon. So if you've not done this before, you want to look to where you're going to put your hand as you launch yourself into this position, and that is your focus. That is where you are going to focus all your energy to find your balance. So when you're ready, springing off, bending right leg front leg gently, take your weight over into half moon. Bend the knee, coming back. Take your hand down, come back to downward dog. Let's take a moment here. Then we're going to bend the right leg, take it up in the air behind us, start to bend it, stacking the hips, twisting gently over. And then very slowly bring your weight forward into your arms, twisting, taking the hand, your leg behind you and your hand off the ground. Come into Wild Thing. Then gently twist backwards, twist back to where you were. Take your right foot forward, look up, stretch up. Take your left foot forward, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to the sky. And exhale, bring your hands to Namaste. So again, you can take a breath here if you wish. And we'll repeat the other side. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, fall forward from the hips. Inhale, step your left foot back, come into a lunge. Exhale, tuck your toes, push your hands, come back to plank. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, chest to the ground. Inhale, reach up to upward dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, push back to your hips for downward dog. This time, we're going to take the left knee, bend it slightly, take it in the air behind us. And then we're going to take the left foot somewhere between hands. Take the weight onto the right foot, but keep the hips square, coming up to warrior one. And slowly start to shift the weight, straighten the leg and come into Trikonasana. Reaching for the sky. Keep breathing. Finding strength in the pose, relaxation. So again, look to the ground, start to come up. Keep a little bend in your front leg. Look to where you're going to place your hand. Take a little hop forward. And we're going to come up into Ardha Chandrasana. And then dropping back to warrior two. Take your hand down. Come back and come into a downward dog. Deep breath, relaxation. And again, we're going to tuck the left foot in, take the leg up in the air behind us, start to bend it, foot towards the buttocks, start to stack the heels. With that twisting movement, you want to bring your weight over your hands. Start to take your foot to the side, drop the back foot, reach over. And then twist it back to plank, push back to downward dog. Take a few deep breaths here. Then bring your left foot forward, look up, reach up. Take your right foot forward, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up for the sky. And exhale, bring your hands down to Namaste. Take a moment here. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, take your hands to Namaste. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, fold forward from your hips, taking your hands down to the ground. Inhale, look up, take your right foot back. Drop to low lunge. Exhale, take your left foot back, come to plank. Inhale, drop your knees, exhale, come down. And inhale, reach up. Upward dog. Tuck your toes, push back to downward dog. Again, take your right foot up in the air behind you. Bring it forward between your hands. Drop your foot so you're taking the weight and come up into warrior one. Very gently keeping your hands in Namaste. Twist round and rest the back of your elbow on your leg. Take your hands back down and push back into downward dog. Inhale, take your right foot forward, look up, stretch up. Exhale, left foot forward, fold. Inhale, come all the way up standing. And exhale, bring your hands to Namaste. We're going to repeat that the other side. So inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, take your left foot back, come to low lunge. Exhale, right foot back to plank. Inhale, knees to the ground. Exhale, bring down your chest. Inhale, look up. Cobra or upward dog. Tuck your toes, come back into downward dog. Bend the left leg, take it up in the air behind you. Then bring it forward between your hands, drop your back foot. Keeping your hips square, come up to warrior one. Keeping your hands in prayer position, start to twist. Come into reverse Svanasana. Take your hands back down to the ground, tuck your toes, come back into downward facing dog. Take a moment to breathe. Take your left foot forward, look up, stretch up. Right foot forward, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to Namaste. Just drop your hands, see how your body feels. Okay, so just take a moment, take a deep breath. And do the last round. So when you're ready, inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, reach up for the sky. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, look up, take your right foot back, come to low lunge. Exhale, left foot back plank. Inhale, knees to the ground. Exhale, chest. Inhale, coming up to cobra or upward dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, push back into downward dog. Inhale, take your right foot up in the air behind you. You can bend your foot, bend your knee, bring your foot to the buttock, start to twist, stacking your hips. And then we're going to take the right foot forward, but take it to the outside of the right hand. Drop the knee. Come onto the sole of the foot, the front of the foot. Okay, so straighten out your back, stretching up. You can stay here if you like. You can bring your elbows down, resting on the ground, looking ahead. Deep breathing, relaxation here. And we're going to come back up onto our hands, but take the foot and walk it gently between the hands, walking it around to the other side of the mat. You may need to tuck it in a little towards your hip. Take the knee down and come into a pigeon pose. Stretch up and reaching up. And then slowly coming down to your elbows, resting your forehead on your hands. Deep breathing, relaxation. Feeling your body relax, the weight bringing out the stretch around the glutes, around the base of the spine. Enjoying that sensation of deep stretch. One more deep breath, exhaling, releasing all that tension. And then slowly start to bring yourself back up onto your hands. Tuck your toes and take your right foot back to a downward dog. Inhale, take your right foot forward and look up. Exhale with your left foot forward. Inhale, coming all the way up, standing. And exhale, hands to Namaste. Just drop your hands for a moment. Take a breath. Prepare yourself for the final round. Inhale, raising your arms this side and exhaling to Namaste. Inhale, reaching up, stretching, arching the back. Exhale, falling forward from the hips, coming down to the ground. Inhale, look up and step the left foot back. Exhale, take your right foot back to plank. Inhale, knees to the ground. Exhale, inhale to upward. Tuck your toes, exhale into downward dog. Deep breath here, stretching the spine. Take your left knee in, tuck it, and then stretch it in the air behind you. Start to bend it. Stacking the hips. Then take it out to the side of your left hand. Drop the back knee, look up. Stretching out the spine. Then if you can, bring your elbows down to the ground, looking forwards. Relaxation here. Gently bring yourself back up onto your hands. But start to walk the foot around between the feet to the opposite side of the mat. Come on to the top of the foot. Find a comfortable position. Stretching up before lowering down onto the ground. Resting your head on the hands. Deep breathing, relaxation. Letting go all the tension. Finding poise in the pose. Sinking lower into your hips. Just taking a moment here to breathe quietly. Lengthen the spine. Ignoring any distractions. So slowly lift your hands back, straightening the spine, tucking the toe, taking the right foot back to down dog, pushing back from your hands to your heels. Inhale, take your left foot forward, come to a low lunge. Exhale, right foot forward, fold. Inhale, reaching all the way up to the sky. And exhale, hands back down to Namaste. Take a moment, stand to Tadasana. Feeling the energizing in your body. So now, we're just going to come into a child pose. Taking your feet under your hips, knees wide, straightening and lengthening the spine, just stretching out into your fingers. And then coming back into seated position. Just going to do a couple of gentle stretches. Take your right leg out to the side. Janusasana. Reach up, stretch forward, take hold of your foot, looking ahead, lengthening the spine before bringing your head to relax. Come back up, swap the legs, take that leg down to the side, take this leg out to the side, bring it to the top of your thigh, reaching up, stretching forwards, and then lengthening and lowering the spine. Coming back up to centre, drop the foot back down, come to Dandasana. We're going to bring the right foot up towards the thigh, but leaving a little bit of space, maybe a handful of space there. Reach up, stretch over, reach for your foot, twisting. And then you can stay here, or you can take the hand, take it behind you, grab it from the other side, and then again fold. Relax the spine, feeling that gentle twist. Release and come back up and bring your foot down. Back to Dandasana. Then you're going to take this foot slightly wider than your thigh. Stretching up, start to twist. Take hold of the foot if you like. You can stay here, or you can take the arm around and try to take hold of it from the other side. Come forward and then bend, just feeling that gentle stretch on the back. Release that, come back up. So come back to Dandasana. Slowly lower yourself onto your back. You can lengthen your spine, reach out for a really good stretch. And take your hands to the side, raise your knees. Bring your knees into your chest. You can lift them a little, take them to the right, and drop your knees to the left while looking to your right hand. Deep breathing, feeling that gentle twist, toning the digestive organs. Then bring your knees slowly back to your chest, drop your feet to the ground. Again, you want to lift your hips a little, bring your knees in, lift your hips a little, take them to the left and drop your legs to the right. Looking to the left, keep your shoulders on the ground. And then gently come back to centre, drop your feet to the floor, straighten your spine. You can even look down at your feet and make sure your body is straight. Let your feet fall open, take your hands to the sides. I'm going to come into Savasana. Closing the eyes, releasing all that tension from the body. And as we allow all the weight of our body to sink into the ground, we just allow ourselves to have this moment to concentrate on our breath. Deep breathing, releasing all that stress. slowly going to bring our awareness back to the body, maybe wiggling our fingers and toes. Turn our head from side to side, just release the tension in the neck. Raise the knees and bring yourself over onto one side. And then use the weight of your hand to push you back up into a seated position. Coming to a cross-legged position on your mat. Creating space in your chest, maybe opening your space between the chest. Releasing tension in the neck. Bringing your hands to Namaste. And again, just gently dropping the head. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. Exhaling and inhaling all that positive life force energy. As we exhale, we release everything in order to bring in the fresh and the new energy. So slowly raise the head and open your eyes. And thank yourself for the time you've just given to your body, to your well-being. And when you're ready, just begin to stretch up your spine, ready for the day ahead. Namaste.